I went to New York. I had a dream. I wanted to be a big star. I didn't know anybody. I wanted to dance. I wanted to sing. I wanted to do all those things. I wanted to make people happy. I wanted to be famous. I wanted everybody to love me. I wanted to be a star. I worked really hard and my dream came true.
When you have ideas, you want to express them.
From the very start, Miss Madonna Ciccione made people stare. The First Lady of Lycra, Madonna pouted her way through videos, and the image captured the imagination of the record-buying public.
It's the only one that we can look up to nowadays.
You can wear all this in the street nowadays. It's fun. It helps you to be yourself, you know?
I say it's more myself. Like, this is the way I am.
You make me feel. Yeah, you make me feel. I've nothing to hide. Like a virgin. Hey.
But just when everyone thought they knew what to expect from Madonna, she'd go for a restyle.
Some boys romance, some boys slow dance, that's all right with me.
From tattered lace to Marilyn Monroe glamour, Madonna's image never failed to surprise.
If everyone underestimates you, you keep giving them little...
Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go.
Sex was next. Madonna was in control and continued to make or break the boundaries, whether in corsets or in pinstripe suits, whether she was voguing, or led to an image of elegance and calm.
I guess you've always known it's true. You took my love for granted. Why, oh why? The show is over, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
It's just another kind of performing. It's an expression, it's being honest with your audience, stuff like that. So to me, it's just an extension of what I do already, making videos and performing on stage.
Come on, come on, come on.
Unlike her music or style, it took some time before the critics recognized Madonna's acting ability. Her mainstream cinema debut was in the 1985 movie Desperately Seeking Susan. A musical movie was a project close to Madonna's heart, and so when the all-singing, all-dancing role of good time girl Breathless Mahoney came up in the movie Dick Tracy, Madonna jumped.
No one else could play her part but me. When I first heard them, I just said, I can't sing those kind of songs. And it was a great learning experience, because you have to learn something and then you have to make it your own. If you didn't write it, you know, find what it is that's you in it. It was hard. It's hard to do a song badly, which is what I was supposed to be doing in that scene. So Warren was constantly telling me to not do it so good, to not move well, to not sing well, to just kind of drip through it. But after doing 100 takes of it, it wasn't hard to feel that way. I mean, it was painful, but that's fine.
And from the film came Madonna's raunchy little number, Hanky Panky.
What about? Yeah. That's an interesting. My bottom hurts just thinking about it. She wants you to treat me like I'm a bad girl, even when I'm being good to you. But I don't want you to thank me. You better like hanky panky, nothing like a good spanky. Don't take out the handkerchiefs. I don't wanna cry, I just wanna
Film Festival 1991, Madonna the actress didn't put bums on seats. So as filmmaker, she invited us to get into bed with her instead.
People think that being a star is about being fabulous, being in the spotlight, having your picture taken all the time and having everyone worship and adore you. Being rich, rich, rich. Having it all. And you know what? They're absolutely right. It's a movie about my life on the road during my tour. Yeah, all the things that happened.
Greta Garbo and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty.
Working on this movie has been a real educational experience in terms of me and my emotional state of mind. I think it was a real learning experience about myself, to watch myself, you know, view myself, hours and hours of footage, seeing the sort of the little nuances in the way I deal with people, you know, how I deal with obstacles and how I deal with surprise, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was real educational, and I think it was valuable. I can't even tell you how valuable it was.
I am only a simple woman.
I was very passionate about playing the role because she is an amazing, fascinating, confusing, infuriating, incredible woman.
All you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true.
Madonna took on the role of Eva Peron in the 1996 film Evita and scooped up her first acting award, a Golden Globe. The role earned her the respect of Hollywood that she'd been waiting for so long.
You could be a beautiful girl and just sit around the house filing your nails all day, or you could be a beautiful girl who's out there saying something, taking risks, and trying to change people's way of thinking, which is what I think I am. If I want to write a book about my sexual fantasies, that's what I do.
What are you gonna do? Talk to me.
Madonna released her book, imaginatively entitled Sex, in 1992. The explicit pictures of Madonna and her pals caused moral outrage around the world.
Tell me your stories. I'm not afraid of who you are. We can fly.
But whatever the critics said, Madonna's fans loved it. The book sold 150,000 copies in the first day of its release, and sales worldwide reached 1.5 million.
Romance.
And hot on the heels of Sex was a video to match, Erotica. It earned Madonna another MTV restriction. It was labeled as pornographic, but needless to say, it was another smash hit.
There's going to be a lot of people who see the video and don't think it's glamorous at all, but I think they're going to think it's repulsive.
I'd like to put you in a trance.
The most important thing is that I feel fulfilled as an artist, and what the world gets out of it and what they choose to see, I can't control it or predict it.
Madonna defended her erotica single and her sex book by arguing that it was just fantasy. Above all, she felt that because she was promoting safe sex, she was doing no wrong.
It's a fantasy. The whole video is a fantasy. My book is a fantasy. And so I'm not actually saying this is what you should go out and do. I'm presenting a fantasy, not something that actually happened in reality. So it's something that you can actually, if you watch the video and you get off on it or you find it exciting, whatever, that is absolutely the safest form of sex for everyone.
Erotic.
Madonna, under close examination.
the beginning. The songs, the films, the dancing, the tours, and the controversy. All about Madonna. Madonna Weekend. All weekend.
You need a very good reason to take off your Hanes.
The most powerful enemy in the galaxy has begun its conquest of the universe. The line must be drawn here.
Destroy them.
No! Star Trek First Contact.
Spinderella cut it up one time.
Gear up for the world's most unbelievable album. A compilation of such surprising quality, it could only be from Sounds Direct. 90 original artists playing 90 of the best tracks from this decade on 6 CDs.
Come on.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I'm here again.
A music miracle. 90 of the 90s brings you original hits from artists like Rednecks, Take That, M People, London Beat, Boyzone, Criss Cross, and many, many more. This collection's not available in the shops, but only direct from Sounds Direct. So call this number and we'll send you the smoothest 90s collection yet. 90 of the 90s. The hits you'll recognize from Sounds Direct. Call now.
You know you can put your hair at risk every time you wash it. Surprised? Hair is most fragile when it's wet. Just combing can break it. Pantene Pro V can help keep your hair strong and healthy looking. Pantene Pro Vitamin B5 nourishes at the root and penetrates all the way to the tip, improving the healthy looking shine, helping it stay strong. Pantene Pro V, for hair that looks so healthy, it shines. Strong can be beautiful.
8:30, wake up. 8:50, really wake up. 10:15, finally choose outfit. 10:30, try out new eyeshadow. 10:40, go for natural look. 11:50, meet Claire. 11:52, borrow Claire's top. 2:05, meet Tom. 2:20, start going out with Tom. 3:05, dump Tom. 4:30, study. 7:10, the girls arrive. 7:30, make dinner. 8:30, start watching films. 12:10, go to sleep. 8:30, wake up. Sugar, it's a girl thing. Rumbawa, mina nateru.
The image and the music of Madonna made a very explosive combination, and never more so than when they came together on stage.
Open your heart to me, baby. I hold it up and you are the key.
that I don't preach.
Like a buzzing. Hey!
Fans couldn't wait to put a face to the music and flocked to see Madonna on the 1987 World Tour. Concert tickets sold out in minutes, and Madonna proved that she could sing, she could dance, and with a unique style unmatched in the world of pop.
Ain't nothing gonna keep us off the stage tonight. I don't care if a typhoon hits us. Open your heart to me, darling. I'll give you love if you turn the key. It ain't gonna rain no more. Feel free to take off your clothes at any point during the evening. Let's go.
In 1990, Madonna, sexier and tougher than ever, was back on the road with her Blonde Ambition tour.
Strike a pose. Hey Tokyo! Genki desu ka? Don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. You know you like to make him express how he feels. And baby, then you know your love is real. You don't need diamond rings or 18 karat gold. Fancy cars that go very fast. You know they never last. No.
Costumes hyping up Madonna's strong, sexy image of control were provided by French designer and friend Jean-Paul Gaultier. And it wasn't just the costumes that got the world's attention. The dance routines were pretty outrageous too.
I really put a lot of myself into it. I think it's a real personal statement, and it's much more theatrical than anything I've ever done. And I think that it is much more of a theater piece. And in that respect, I had to pay a lot more attention to detail, set, costumes, lighting and stuff, and it just took a lot out of me.
A few years later, and she was back with the girly tour. Never want to repeat herself, Madonna's songs took on a whole new flavor.
Strike a pose. I wasn't interested in just doing what was on the record, just because you can just buy a record and listen to the same song. So that's how the show came to be, and that's how I came up with all the music.
Madonna on stage, an icon for the 80s, a goddess for the 90s. Who knows what next? Madonna likes her men, and whoever she's with one day, it's headline news the next.
My hat's off to any guy who has the balls to ask me out, you know what I mean? and then I always follow up by, you do know what you're getting yourself into, right?
But it was actor Sean Penn who won Madonna's heart and finally her hand in marriage. They married in 1985, but 4 rocky years later they called it a day. But even after the divorce, Madonna still called him the love of her life.
At this point in my life, I could say that he was the great love of my life. I mean, that's why I married him. And I think most people have that one person, you know. I mean, the person that you're, you know, live and die for, the person that gets right down in your heart and soul, you know, and makes that big impression. And I think everybody has it. I don't know, I mean, it'd be great if it would happen again.
Make them laugh. One man who managed to resist Madonna's charms was actor Antonio Banderas, who she declared her lust for very publicly in her movie In Bed with Madonna. The two later went on to co-star in the 1996 film Evita.
Restore self-esteem. How can you be so short-sighted? You look never further than this week or next week to have no impossible dream.
Dick Tracy co-star Warren Beatty was another Mr. Madonna.
He's very giving, he's very generous, and he's a perfectionist. And I think that those are the best directors to work with.
But their hanky-panky didn't last long. But Madonna gave physical exercise a whole new meaning when she got together with personal trainer Carlos Leon. The couple became parents in December 1996, when Madonna gave birth to a daughter, Lourdes. Despite numerous love affairs and romances, the main man in Madonna's life seems to be the one who's been with her from the start, her daddy. Her music and her image made Madonna the biggest female pop star of the 80s. If she wants to do something, she'll do it. If she wants to say something, she'll say it. If she wants to get our attention, she'll get it. Perhaps her biggest achievement is becoming a role model for millions of women all over the world, whatever the price.